Taurus.
Hello Taurus, Happy New Year. This is your New Year forecast for the entire year of 2014. And what we're going to do, we're going to be following the transit of Mars. Mars normally takes 24 months, 2 years to actually complete the chart once. And then, like say, a year for half the scope. But out of that, you're going to have 7 months of Mars touring Libra. So in one sign, 7 months, that's going to put it on hold right there. So super focus here on this area of your chart, Taurus. And for you, it's going to be all about the 6th house. And the 6th house is your day-to-day routine. How you strategize, how you organize. For those of you who have gone through change, it's all about putting those pieces together, streamlining it, making new routines. And so we want to think about, there's a big difference between discipline and habit. They might feel like the same, that we're doing the same every single day or daily routines, but try to distinguish between what is habit and what is discipline. And then you'll find out how you can tweak it to the highest, foremost energy here throughout this time. Mars is going to be here till July 24th, so 7 months here in the year in this area, and you will see. Now, if you're going to feel somewhat of a little bit, should I say, that things are getting stuck, that you're not moving, that the head's up against the wall, or should I say your horns are staggering towards the wall, well, that is exactly what you need to be on the alert of, and this is where change is going to be coming to you. And it will start very early in the new year, because this Mars is opposing here Uranus, which is going to help you, just as we start off the year, to create change. New start, new beginning, release of energy, and so forth. So some of you are going to experience that you're going to have a flying start on that, which is good. That is wonderful. That is helping you to get that great start on this area. Well, what also is going to be working for you here is a pivotal point of transformation, because 2014 is going to be powerful. Not unlike, on some level, how 2013 also brought major changes to your life. That is still underlying, that's still there, and still in the works, and that is the square between Uranus and Pluto. We're going to have 2 more passes of the exact square here in 2014. We had 2 of them here last year. If you go back to what took place in your life between April 17th to June 28th, that could have been a hard time for you. And then again here between September 12th to September 21st to December 12th, excuse me, that's when they were exact. But they were under the influence throughout the entire year, as they will be in 2014 as well. But the exact squares here will this year be between March 12th and May 24th and November 4th, and then for a long stretch all the way to April 25th of 2015. So which areas are going to be influenced the most for you, Taurus? For you, the square is between the 9th house and the 12th house. So Pluto is in your 9th house. Pluto is what is wanting to transform you, okay? And you might see that a lot of the things that you believed in the past, had faith in the past, well, that might just be peeling off. Whereas Pluto's trying to get you deeper. Remember though, Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth. It is what brings us deepest into our core, to the essence of who we are. It is the ruler of Scorpio, okay? So it won't have any superficial goggles on. It wants to see the truth, and especially here, Taurus, because it's in the 9th house, which is ruled by Sagittarius and Jupiter. Jupiter is all about truth, okay? So you might, in this year, come to see things that you didn't want to see in the past, whether that could have been out of denial, or that it was just an easier way out to just shut one's eyes, or that whoever might come into the picture or has been in the picture wasn't really portraying who they were in a real way for a long time. So as that may start falling apart, yes, there is a feeling of perhaps betrayal or something that really took a stab at you, but the renewal of this is that Pluto has the power and is the magician to create all things new, stronger than ever. It can lift you, elevate you up into a new level, and you will see exactly how this is going to transform you from the inside up and out. It's also those higher chakras being activated here as the insights of this higher Pluto-Jupiter inspiration will fill you that there is indeed not just laws of karma, but there is that higher law. It's not always, you know, what works, what is feared here on this earthly plane. And when I talk about the law, that's because it rules this area, the ninth house law. So that isn't always fair. But the higher laws of karma are always in existence. You will start seeing this taking somewhat shape and form in your life too this year. And Uranus being in the 12th house, that's the subconscious house. It's also the house of karma. Uranus is trying to free up a whole lot of things here that's been piling up over the years like this. And now Pluto's just saying, clear it out. Clear it all out. Let it go. Why? Well, because Uranus, which is in a preparatory state for you, and I say preparatory because it is in the Aries, your 12th house, when it's going to hit over into your sign, Uranus is going to come and stay for a whole length of 7 to 8 years. This is when you're coming out as a new person. So this shedding is all about you creating this new energy within you, and it will definitely show out to the world. That's what the rising sign and the first house does. But we're not there quite yet. There's still a long journey there for a number of years with Uranus, but that Uranus is already working here with Pluto to shake up the old grounds. And this is ever since you were a child up to whatever age you may find yourself in right here, right now. But let's take a journey here with Mars. And the 7 months here, it's going to be touring. It will be till July in Libra. So Libra is all about harmony, balance. It's ruled by Venus, so it's a Mars-Venus thing too. So it's not going to be heavy, though you're going to be working and focusing on day-to-day issues. Venus is in here. Actually, you're going to find out that you're going to love your daily life now, because something has happened. Something has freed you. Your life now is yours, and you're putting it together in a very beautiful way. Mars-Venus, that's creativity and action coming together. And you might just experience that there might even be a little bit more love in your life here in 2014 than it has been in 2013 because of this influence. So you'll see that more on a daily base. Then from July 24th, it's going to change signs into the sign of Scorpio, into your house of committed partnerships and relationships, and it will remain there until September 14th. Now, Mars here is going to be very drifty, very pinpointed, specific. It's going to be fiery. You may like it. Mars is passion. And in this house, well, you might just feel that you have a very passionate time with your committed other or a new person in your life. But it also denotes how we work with people that we work with one-on-one, okay? So Mars can become a little too feisty at times depending on where the other transit will be at that time. So there's always just a good little hint for moderation if you're getting any signals, because of course we're always tested under whatever transits are going on. So if you're feeling some of the feedback is coming that there's a little bit too much intensity, scale back a little bit. However, though, this is a great time to really go deep into your partnership and relationship, where you can find that intensity and the passion here, because Mars is passion, Scorpio is passion, which is ruled by Pluto. So you have a lot of that going on, and Mars will be aspecting Pluto as well throughout this phase. So you will see that For those of you who are single, excuse me, for those of you who are single, you might just find a new passionate partner here between July 24th and September 14th. Mars is then going to focus thereafter on your 8th house. That is joint income, money that you have with others. That could be in joint ventures, it could be investments, it can be insurance payouts, royalties, commission, and plus the 8th house being ruled by Scorpio is also the house of intimacy and sex. So whatever happened there just up to this time, you might see how that carries over too. So the passion is still there, but now it's more like, how do we balance this together? What is yours? What is mine? What is common? So you might have those talks here between September 15th to October 27th. Mars then is going to join the crowd that was here in your 9th house on top of the year in January. Okay, so now it's catching up to those, even though they have moved on, most of them, but the blueprint of 2014 still remains in this house. So when Mars comes up here, it's going to activate everything, those vows that you set for yourself here on New Year's Eve. Mars now in the 9th house of truth, higher justice, philosophy, travel. This would be a great time for many of you Taurians to travel. And then we're not just talking, you know, to the neighboring city. We're talking long distance travel. If you have any ideas or plans for that for this year, this would be the time, and that's between October 27th and December 5th. So yes, this is definitely a time where you're cutting through higher consciousness, asking all of those right questions from spirit and up, and receiving those inspirations and answers that can come from your spirit guides as well. Just where there's a great time to feel like you're divinely guided here, end of the year, as the 9th house rules, higher philosophy, all those things, not just the dogmatic religions, but spirituality, the essence of who you are and how you connect to the universe. So great time for you to meditate and work on this area of your spirituality. Because then from December 5th throughout the rest of the year, well then focus is going to turn into the area of career and activate your planet there from New Year's. Okay, Mars was there in your career house. So that will be active. It will be a point of focus for you throughout the entire year, more so than last year or the other years, because when Mars is present here, that will be underlying and guiding you and directing you throughout the entire year. So when Mars comes back there, well, great time for it. So we have for you, what else? We did take the squares of Uranus and Pluto, your 12th and 9th house, so we can wrap it up with it, that whatever changes now are coming is behooving you in the long run. So this is pretty much what we have for you, Taurus, this year. Jupiter is and will remain in your 4th house until July of 2014. 4th house has to do with home, family-related matters. And from July onwards, it's moving into love and romance and having fun, enjoying yourself. So the second half of the year there, you'll definitely see how that has to do with love. Also how it does with creative projects of yours and that of children. So anything with children will start alleviating and looking good here from July onwards. You'll see there's more of an optimistic vibe there for you. So take care now, Taurus. Do listen to your moon and rising sign for the entire year of 2014. And I'll see you for your monthly scope next month. Bye now.